All right, hey guys, we're going to show you how to put a vinyl on a cornhole board today. Follow along. So first you're going to start with a sanded board. You're going to make sure you've cleaned this up. There's no debris, no dust. Then you're going to take your vinyl, you're going to set it there, and we're going to have to position it. So she uses a masking tape. Once she gets it where she wants it, she'll set the masking tape down so it locks it in place temporarily, and you'll see why in a minute. Now, on the back of the vinyl, it's a paper backing, which we'll be removing in sections. This helps to, when you go to push it down, you'll see. But while she does this, I'll pause the video. Now, see, she thought she had it, so what she's going to do now is undo the tape, make some final changes. Once she gets it where she wants it, she's going to put tape down. You can see, just to temporarily get it in place. Now, the whole point of this is we're going to have a little bit of extra, which she'll be trimming off at the end. You can see, to cover the whole board. So now that it's in place, she's going to remove a piece of the tape. So we have the top locked down, see? And basically she's going to do it in two halves. She's making sure there's no dust or anything under there. Dog hair. We've got some dogs here, but those tend to show up. So you want it to be extremely clean environment. As you can see, we're kind of post-season, so the shop's a mess. But still orders coming here and there. So she's got the paper pulled off. Now on this vinyl, it's an adhesive. There's little gray channels. You can't really see it, but it's for air to release. So once she's got her paper there, she's going to take a sharp blade, cut that half of the paper. All right. So now she's going to slowly, without creating creases, not letting it stick to itself, she's going to very gently put it down on the wood. Now, she's done about 1,000 of these, so she just uses a hand, but you can use a plastic squeegee or a card if you're gentle. Felt. Yeah, felt. Put some felt or a cloth between, yeah, something like this.
The felt side, not the plastic side. The plastic side can scratch it.
The plastic side will scratch it. You want to use the felt side. So, she's, like I said, a professional.
Very gentle. If there's creases, you can gently pull up.
Could you say that again for everybody?
If you get the creases or anything, you can gently lift and remove them still. Don't push too hard on them because they'll crease and leave a line that you don't want. So as long as you're gentle, you won't get any of those. It's actually quite forgiving as long as you are very gentle with it.
Key word, guys, gentle.
Yes. So right now I'm getting most of the bubbles out.
Most.
There will be little ones I can't really see right now, but the big ones, any ones that I know will freeze with my hands eventually.
You can see there's small bubbles. You're still going to have some of those, and we'll show you how to get rid of those afterward. So now she's got the bottom half locked in place. So what she'll do now is remove the tape on the top half. And now she's got to pull that paper off the top half that she didn't cut. Again, looking for hair, dust, debris, anything that's going to get trapped under that vinyl. You want to get rid of that. And off comes the paper. And she'll just kind of ride that vinyl right up. See how she did that? Now, again, you're going to have some bubbles. She's smoothing out the big ones with her hand.
Yeah, start in the middle and work your way
Yeah,
out.
you want to start in the middle and work your way up. and out.
Gently.
And you want to do it gently.
Got my hole lined up pretty well. Looks like it.
Now, this is for the hole. She's checking where the hole is in the cornhole board. But okay, now she's got the vinyl on. What do you do next?
I trimmed.
She trims. So with the cornhole board, she's going to ride that circle. Extremely sharp blade. Now that she's got the hole cut in there, she's gonna use a straight blade. You're gonna find your edge. You can see we've got a little bit of hang up here. She's gonna trim it. Now we like to trim it so there's about an 1/8 inch to a 1/16 inch of wood showing on the outsides, because we polyurethane our wraps. And what that does is that layer or two of polyurethane is gonna go over the wrap and the wood, and it basically seals that wood in place with a nice hard candy shell. Again, make sure your blade is nice and sharp. Keep hard pressure on your straight edge. The last thing you want is that straight edge shifting and that razor going into the meat of the vinyl. And like I said, I'll show you this. She's left a little bit of wood here. You can see just a hair all the way down. And what that, like I said, what that'll do is that'll allow that polyurethane to not just sit on the vinyl, but adhere to the wood as well. So it'll be one uniform coat. It'll seal that in place and put a nice protective coating over the vinyl. And this is especially important with the cornhole boards because of the wear and tear that the bags, covered in dirt will do to the vinyl. Now she works in sections, which is smart. Once you get, if you get into a 4-foot level or something like that for a straight edge, you really got to pay attention to where your pressure is. Where she has a smaller length, it's easier to handle. And that's how you do that. So once you get it trimmed, we'll be back and we'll show you how to apply heat. All right, so we're back. She's got the edge trimmed. What you're gonna need here, if you have one, we use a heat gun. This one's just a cheap Wagner from Home Depot. Or you could use a hair dryer, but we recommend a heat gun. It's a little faster. So what she's doing basically is she's going to go over the entire wrap. She's going to heat that vinyl. Make sure you're not staying in one spot long. You will melt the vinyl. You want to be very, very quick. It heats. Yep, and yeah. So you'll see what she's doing is heating that glue and adhering it right to the wood. So it makes this vinyl last a really long time. Adds a lot of durability. Also cleans up the finish and all of the small bubbles you weren't able to get out originally. It's much more pliable when you add heat. So she's going to go through the whole wrap like this. See how fast she's using that gun, and she's not keeping it in one spot. So,
Always keep it moving.
yep, always keeping it moving. You're not staying in one spot long.
If you get any big bubbles, make sure you gradually wipe them out.
Yes, if you get any big bubbles, make sure you gradually wipe them to the edge very gently.
Easier with your hand.
Yep, and use your hand. What you don't want to do is stretch them and get them to rip. So,
Or create a crease.
or create a crease. So here's a little bubble. Let me see if I can show it to you. Right there. There it is. Take that one out.
Where?
Right there on his jersey. Kind of hard to show, but
Okay,
there's one in
that's
his.
a bigger one.
Yep. So
That one
she's
I'm
gonna
gonna
wipe
pick
that
out.
one out. See, that one's gone. All right, we'll be back, show you the finished product. All right, guys, so she's just finishing this up. I just want to show you, that's a finished vinyl wrap applied to a cornhole board. Now, what I want to show you is this ink that's actually printed on this vinyl is a latex, which it's a water-based ink. So you don't want to jump right to your oil-based poly. You want to start with one coat of water. You're going to want to put some water. You can get this at Home Depot. You don't need a big gallon. You can buy it in a small pint. You're going to need some water-based poly. You're going to put that on this first. You're going to use a foam roller for smooth surfaces. Once that's completely dry, then you can apply the oil, and the oil provides a more durable surface. Now, we do 1 to 2 coats depending. You can do gloss, semi-gloss, whatever you'd like as far as a finish. The semi-gloss tends to play better with the cornhole bag, so that's what we use. But like I said, very important, water base first, then oil. The oil will not stick well to the latex ink, so the water will seal, and then you put your oil on for durability. All right? Pleasure doing this video for you. You guys have a great time. See ya.